The loud smack rang out in the cozy dining area like a sudden thunderclap, making everyone freeze in surprise. A hot stinging pain spread quickly across my face as I stepped back unsteadily, my fingers rushing up to touch the sore spot where a bright red mark was starting to show. The big holiday roast sat untouched on the long wooden table, surrounded by plates of colorful sides, while 12 wide eyes from family members locked onto me, some full of shock, a few looking almost pleased, but nobody said a word right away. My husband, Daniel, loomed tall above me, his arms still lifted high, his breathing fast and angry like a storm building up. "Never make me look bad in front of my relatives again," he growled in a low, mean voice that sent chills down my spine. His mom, Evelyn, sat at the head of the table with a sneaky little smile curling her lips. His brother, Mark, let out a quiet laugh, trying to hide it behind his napkin. His sister, Clara, just rolled her eyes dramatically, as if she thought I had it coming all along. But then from the shadowy side of the room near the tall curtains, a tiny but strong voice broke through the heavy quiet, sharp enough to slice the tension like a knife through butter. "Papa!" All heads whipped around to stare at my 9-year-old girl, Lily, who was standing by the big window, hugging her little electronic device tight to her chest like a precious treasure. Her big brown eyes, just like mine, sparkled with a fierce look that changed the whole feel of the room, making Daniel's smug grin start to fade away uncertainly. "You really shouldn't have hit her like that," she said in a calm, steady tone that was way too grown up for such a young kid, almost like she was reading from a serious book. Daniel's skin turned pale as a ghost right then. His relatives swapped puzzled looks, but I noticed a hint of worry sneaking into their faces, like they sensed trouble coming but couldn't quite figure it out yet. "What do you mean by that?" Daniel barked, though his words wobbled a bit at the end. Lily tilted her head to one side, looking at him closely like a curious explorer studying a strange bug under a magnifying glass. "I've been secretly filming you, Papa. All the bad stuff you've done for the past few weeks, and I shared every bit of it with Gramps early today." The room went so quiet you could hear a pin drop, like time itself had stopped. Daniel's relatives started fidgeting in their seats, suddenly realizing that things had taken a terrible turn they couldn't fix. "He told me to give you a message," Lily went on, her little voice heavy with a sense of big trouble ahead. "That he's heading over right now." And that's when their faces lost all color, turning as white as fresh snow. That's when they started pleading and making excuses, their voices overlapping in a mess of panic. 3 hours before that shocking moment, I was in the warm kitchen, carefully brushing sauce onto the roasting bird while my hands trembled from being so tired. The purple bruise on my side from last week's awful argument still hurt with every twist and turn, but I had to hide it well. Not with Daniel's relatives arriving soon. Showing any hurt would just give them more reasons to pick on me. "Sarah, where are my fancy dress shoes?" Daniel's loud shout came from upstairs, making me jump even though I tried not to. "They're in the closet, dear, on the left, down at the bottom," I replied in a soft, even tone, careful not to set him off again. Lily was perched on a stool at the kitchen island, pretending to work on her school assignments, but I could tell she was really keeping an eye on me. At just 9, she had gotten really good at spotting the danger signs better than I ever did. The way Daniel's shoulders tensed up when he came home from work, or that special cough he did right before he started yelling mean things. The quiet moments before his biggest outbursts were the scariest. "Mama," she whispered without lifting her head from her coloring page full of numbers and shapes. "Are you feeling all right?" Her question felt like a punch to my heart. How many times had she checked on me like this? How often had I fibbed and said yes, that everything was okay? Papa was just having a rough day, grown-ups argue sometimes, but it's no big deal. "I'm okay, my love," I murmured back, the lie tasting sour in my mouth like old lemon. Lily stopped drawing with her pencil. "No, you're not really." Before I could say anything else, Daniel's heavy steps pounded down the stairs like an approaching storm. "Sarah, this place is a total mess. My mom will be here soon, and you haven't even cleaned up properly." He cut himself off when he spotted Lily looking right at him. For a split second, a flash of guilt crossed his face, but it vanished so fast I wondered if I'd imagined it. "Lily, head up to your bedroom," he ordered in a gruff way. "But Papa, I'm finishing my schoolwork just like you told me to." "Yeah, well." Lily picked up her books at a slow pace, taking her time on purpose. As she walked past me, she gave my hand a quick, secret squeeze, a small sign that she was on my side, and it almost made me cry right there. At the doorway to the hall, she stopped and turned back to Daniel. "Treat Mama nicely," she said plainly, like it was the most obvious thing. Daniel's mouth tightened into a thin line. "What did you just say?" "She's been cooking since morning, even though she's worn out. So please be kind to her." The boldness of a little 9-year-old talking back to her dad left Daniel without words for a moment. But I saw the scary spark in his eyes, how his fingers curled into tight balls. "Lily, go now," I said fast, hoping to calm things down before they got worse. She nodded once and went upstairs, but I caught the firm look on her face, so much like my dad's when he was getting ready for a tough challenge. "That girl's getting too sassy," Daniel grumbled, turning his glare back to me. "You're teaching her to talk back like that." "She's only trying to look out for me," I replied softly, choosing my words with care. "She hates seeing when." "Seeing what exactly?" His tone dropped to that chilling whisper that always made me feel cold inside. "Have you been filling her head with bad stories about me, Sarah?" "No, Daniel, I'd never do that. Because if you're turning my own kid against me, there'll be serious trouble." His kid, as if I hadn't carried her inside me for 9 long months, cared for her through fevers and bad dreams, held her close during scary nights. The doorbell chimed just then, saving me from having to answer. Daniel fixed his shirt and tie, switching in an instant to the nice, charming guy his relatives adored. It was scary how quickly he could change like that. "Time to put on a good show," he said with a fake grin that didn't reach his eyes. "Don't forget, we're the picture-perfect family today." Daniel's relatives poured into our home like a group of fancy-dressed visitors at a party, each one ready with their own sneaky ways to make me feel small. His mom, Evelyn, came in first, her sharp eyes scanning every corner for something to complain about. "Oh, Sarah, sweetie," she said in that fake sweet voice that hid her meanness. "You've tried something new with the holiday decorations. How simple and homemade." I'd spent days making those decorations look just right, adding little lights and ribbons for extra cheer. Daniel's brother Mark showed up next with his wife Sophia, both dressed in expensive outfits and wearing looks like they were better than everyone. "It smells pretty good in here," Mark said, then muttered quietly. "Better than usual anyway." The worst jab came from Daniel's sister Clara, who hugged me tightly while whispering close to my ear. "You seem exhausted, Sarah. Trouble sleeping?" Daniel always mentions how worry can make women look older fast. I plastered on a smile and nodded, acting my part in this awful pretend game. But I saw Lily peeking from the hallway, her device in her hands, those smart eyes noting every rude word, every hurtful joke, every time her papa didn't stick up for me. All through the meal, the same old routine played out. Daniel soaked up the praise from his relatives while they took turns making me feel worthless with their clever, cutting remarks. "Sarah's always been so basic," Evelyn commented while slicing into her food. "Not a lot of schooling, you see." Daniel really lowered his standards marrying her, but he's such a kind soul for looking after her. Daniel didn't say a word to defend me. He never did, just let it happen like it was normal. "Remember that time Sarah wanted to go back to college?" Clara snickered. "What was it for?" "Something in healthcare." Daniel had to step in and say no. "Someone has to keep the home running smooth." That's not how it went at all. I'd gotten accepted into a program for medical assisting, dreaming of a job where I could help people and earn my own money. Daniel had ruined it on purpose, calling me dumb and saying I'd just embarrass him by failing. But I kept quiet, smiling as I poured more drinks and acted like their words didn't cut deep like sharp thorns. Lily, though, had stopped picking at her food completely. She sat straight as a board, her little hands balled up under the table, watching how her papa's relatives chipped away at her mama bit by bit. The moment everything boiled over was when Mark bragged about Sophia's big job news. "Sophia's getting a huge promotion at her company," he said proudly. "She's always been the go-getter type. Not happy just sitting around doing nothing." The word nothing stung like a bee, hanging there meanly. Even Sophia shifted uncomfortably, like she knew it was too harsh. "That's great," I said honestly, because I truly cheered for any lady making it in her work. "It sure is," Evelyn added. "So nice to see a lady with real ambition and brains. Don't you agree, Daniel?" Daniel's eyes locked on mine from across the table, And I could see him deciding whether to back me up or side with them. He picked them like always. Totally, he said, lifting his glass for a toast. Here's to powerful, achieving women. The cheer wasn't meant for me, it never was. I excused myself to the kitchen, needing a breath to pull myself together, to gather up the bits of my pride scattered like crumbs on the floor. From the doorway I heard them keep going without me. She's been so touchy these days, Daniel was saying. I don't know if I can handle much more of her moods. You're too patient with her, his mom replied. That's when Lily's voice sliced through their chuckles like a hero's sword. Why do you all dislike my mama so much? The room went dead quiet. Lily, honey, Daniel said, his words tight. We don't dislike. Yes, you do, Lily cut in, clear and bold. You say nasty things about her. You make her feel bad. You make her cry when you think no one's around. I leaned against the kitchen wall, my heart pounding like a drum. Darling, Evelyn said in her phony nice tone. Grown-ups sometimes have tricky. My mama is the cleverest person ever. Lily kept going, her words picking up speed like a train. She helps me with my lessons every evening. She makes things, fixes broken stuff, knows all about stars and stories and so much more. She's nice to everybody, even when they're rude, even when they don't earn it. The quiet stretched out tight like a rubber band about to snap. She makes your meals and tidies up after you and keeps smiling when you say hurtful things, all to keep peace. But you don't really notice her. You just see someone to pick on. Lily, stop right there, Daniel warned. No, Papa. It's not stopping. It's not okay that you make Mama sad. It's not okay that you shout at her and say she's silly. It's not okay that you hurt her. My whole body felt frozen. She'd witnessed way more than I'd hoped, more than any kid should. I heard a chair push back roughly. Go to your room this instant. Daniel's tone was low and scary. I don't want to. I said now. His hand slammed the table, making plates rattle. That's when I hurried back in, not letting my girl face his anger by herself. Daniel, please, I said, standing between them. She's only a child. She doesn't get it. Get what? His eyes burned with fury, his cool act breaking in front of everyone. Doesn't get that her mama is a weak, useless. Don't say that about her, Lily yelled, full of fire to shield me. Don't you dare call my mama bad names. I'll say what I want, Daniel thundered, moving closer to us both. This is my home, my people, and You'll what? I heard myself say, my own limit finally hit. Hit a little girl right here in front of them? Let them see the real you. The room turned as still as a pond at dawn. Daniel's relatives gawked, starting to piece together the ugly truth. Daniel's face twisted up in anger. How dare you? He hissed. How dare you paint me as the guy who harms his wife, as the one who frightens his own kid. The words spilled out fast, no stopping them. That's when his arm swung up. That's when pain and shame exploded like fireworks, the worst betrayal in front of witnesses. And that's when Lily moved forward and turned the whole world upside down. Before we go on with this tale, imagine if you were watching this as a video. Tell me in your thoughts which place in the world you're from. We love hearing about our friends everywhere. If you're new here, join us by following along. Your cheers help us share more amazing stories of comebacks and life lessons. Keep enjoying. 1 month before that big day. Mama, can you give me a hand with my class assignment? I glanced up from the stack of papers, Dr. Bill's from that urgent care trip where I claimed I'd tripped on the steps. Lily was in my bedroom doorway, holding her device, her face hard to read like a mystery book. Sure, sweetie, what's it on? How families work together, she said thoughtfully. We need to show examples of talking and behaving in a home. Her careful words made me nervous. Show how? By taking short clips, saving talks, showing real ways family treats each other. Her eyes held mine, deep and earnest. Her teacher, Ms. Thompson, was always sharp, asking gentle questions when Lily showed up tired or jumped at loud voices. Lily, some home things are private, you know? Not everything should be shared or saved. I get it, she said. But her tone had a strong edge, reminding me so much of my dad it stole my breath. But Ms. Thompson says saving things helps us learn and stay safe. The word safe felt heavy between us like a secret code. That evening, after Daniel had yelled about the wrong kind of tea and banged the door hard enough to shake the pictures on the walls, Lily slipped into my room. Mama, she said softly. You good? I was on the bed with a cold pack on my arm where he gripped too tight. Marks that shirts would hide tomorrow. I'm fine, darling, I said on autopilot. Lily shut the door quiet and came closer. Mama, I have to share something. Her serious look made her seem older, carrying worries no kid should. I've been thinking a lot, she said, sitting next to me. About my assignment about how homes should be. Lily, I know Papa sometimes. Miss Thompson played a clip for us, Lily broke in. About homes where people get harmed. She said if we spot that, tell someone strong who can fix it. Lily, you mustn't. I've been saving clips, Mama. The words knocked the air out of me. What? Lily's hand shook a tiny bit as she showed her device. I've caught him being cruel to you. The yelling, the pushing, the times he makes you hurt. Fear and a spark of relief mixed in my heart. Lily, if Papa discovers. He won't, she said with a scary sureness. I'm super sneaky. She opened a folder called Home Study. Inside were lots of files, each with dates and times. Lily, this could be risky. If he sees. Mama, she said, putting her hand on mine. I can't let him keep hurting you. I have a secret plan. Her eyes looked wise and bold, making me shiver. What plan? Lily paused, her fingers playing with the blanket. Gramps always says mean people only learn from tough lessons. My dad, of course, Lily loved him, talked to him weekly, hung on his tales of bravery and doing right. He was a general in the forces, a leader who earned respect and never ran from fights. Lily, don't drag Gramps into this. It's between Papa and me. No, it's our whole home, she said strongly. And Gramps says real kin shield each other. In the following weeks, I saw my little girl change into someone fierce and focused. She was still my sweet one, but now with a tough core like iron. She went around the house like a mini guardian on duty, catching every nasty word, every shove, every bad moment Daniel let show. She was so smart about it, hiding her device behind toys or books, only saving short bits of the worst parts. Daniel never guessed his daughter was building proof against him, one piece at a time. I tried stopping her a couple times. First, she just said, Mama, we need protecting. Second, she played a clip of Daniel pushing me hard against a wall over a small mistake. See yourself, she whispered. See how you try to hide and look scared. In the video, I was shrinking away as he loomed big and mad about dinner being late. This isn't real caring, Mama, Lily said with sad smarts. Caring doesn't scare you. 2 weeks before the holiday, Lily first reached out to Gramps. I learned when I went to tuck her in and heard her through the door. Gramps, what if someone was harming Mama? My heart stopped. I listened close. What do you mean, little one? My dad's voice was kind but ready. Just pretend. Someone being really cruel to her. What would you do? A long quiet. Lily, is Mama all right? Is there trouble? It's for school, Gramps. Another pause. Well, pretend or not, anyone hurting your Mama answers to me. She's my girl and I'll always guard her. No matter who. Even family? Especially family. His voice firm like steel. Kin don't harm kin, Lily. True kin defend. Okay, Lily said, sounding pleased. That's what I figured. Next day, Lily showed me a message she'd sent him. Worried for Mama. Can you help? His quick reply. Always here. Love you too. He's prepared, Lily said. Prepared for what? Lily's eyes were deep. To rescue us. On holiday morning, Lily was oddly peaceful. While I dashed around fixing last touches, adding extra spices and setting pretty plates, she ate her breakfast slow, watching Daniel with sharp focus that should have worried him. Daniel was already grumpy. His relatives' visits always made him worse, pushing to seem in charge, the big boss. He'd snapped at me thrice by breakfast end, once over forks, twice over my sighing. Remember, he said, checking his reflection. Today we're flawless. Happy hubby, loyal wife, good kid. Think you can handle it, Sarah? Yes, I breathed. And you? He faced Lily. No more backtalk. Kids stay quiet around grown-ups. Lily nodded seriously. I get it, Papa. Her quick agreement should have clued him in, but he was too busy with his role to see her planning gaze. His relatives came in groups, each adding their own poison to the air. They lounged in the living room like kings, starting their game of making me feel tiny. "Sarah dear," Evelyn said, taking a drink, "you should fix those gray hairs. Daniel provides so well. It's the least to look nice." Daniel chuckled. "You're right, Mom. I keep saying she's slipping." The shame burned, but glancing at Lily, I saw her tapping her screen, probably catching it. The day dragged with more jabs at my looks, smarts, role as mom and wife. Daniel either laughed along or said nothing, his silence hurting worse. But Lily saved it all. At dinner, as Daniel cut the roast with showy moves, they hit hardest. "Mark and I were talking," he said. "How lucky Daniel is you're so easygoing, Sarah. Some wives would complain about." "Well, all of it." "What do you mean?" I asked, regretting it. Clara laughed. "Oh, please. How you take it all without fighting. It's almost cool how you've given up completely." "She knows her spot," Daniel said, his voice full of cruel joy, and something in me broke. "My spot," I echoed softly. "Sarah enough. But I couldn't hold back years of hurt. My spot is cooking, cleaning, smiling while you all say I'm nothing. My spot is vanishing while you claim my work and blame me for fails." Daniel's face paled, then flushed. "Stop now. And pretend Lily doesn't see while you." That's when he rose. That's when his hand flew. That's when pain burst, time slowing as I staggered, face hot, eyes watery. Not the hurt, but their pleased looks, like I deserved it. Daniel towered, panting. "Don't embarrass me again." The room hushed but for my breaths and a clock ticking. 12 eyes on me, mixed feelings. Then Lily stepped up. "Papa." Her calm voice chilled me. Daniel spun, rage-ready. "What?" Lily by the window, device like armor. Her eyes fixed, room shifting. "You shouldn't have." Daniel confused. "What?" Lily tilted head, cold stare. "Now Gramps will know." "Change electric." Daniel crumbled. Relatives confused, fear growing. "What?" Voice broke. Lily raised device. "Filmed you, Papa." "Weeks of it." Evelyn gasped. Mark coughed. Clara dropped utensil. "Filmed calling Mama dumb." Pushing her. Throwing things. Making her cry. Voice steady. "Sent to Gramps today." Daniel's colors shifted, realizing. "My dad, General Robert Hayes, hero with ties everywhere." "You little." Daniel advanced, arm up. "Don't." Lily unmoving. "Gramps has message." Daniel stopped. He saw proof. Real men don't harm ladies or kids. Hidden bullies are weak. Device beeped message. Lily smiled sharp. "He's coming." Panic erupted. "Daniel, what's this?" "You said just fights. If video's out, we can't link to." Daniel waved hands. "Not like that. Lily's kid misreads." "I read you hit Mama," Lily cut. "Scare her, make her tiny to feel big." Paused, scanned room. "You all knew, ignored, easier blaming Mama." Evelyn pale. "Lily, we wouldn't." "You called her dumb, worthless," said Papa, settled low, "lucky he stays." Lily listed cruelties perfect. "You helped break her." Quiet, heavy. Daniel stared at daughter, terrified. Not quiet girl, but planner. "How long?" Whisper. "How long filming?" Lily checked. 47 days, 22 hours, 41 minutes video. 32 audio bits. Numbers hit hard. Mark gaped. Sophia teary. "God, Daniel. What mess?" "Nothing. She's faking." Lily turned screen. Video of Daniel choking me against wall over late meal. "This Tuesday. Want Wednesday. Or Thursday mug throw." Daniel lunged. Lily dodged behind me, finger ready. "Wouldn't." Backed up. Cloud Gramps, Ms. Thompson, police tips. Daniel halted. "Police." Gramps said. "Proof for bad folks' punishments." Engines roared outside. Doors shut. Steps pounded. Lily grinned. "Here." Door burst open like fury storm. Dad filled frame, commanding, even casual. Behind, 2 officers, faces hard. Room silent but glass break. General Robert Hayes scanned. My red face, Daniel guilty, relatives shocked, Lily guarding with device. "General Hayes," Daniel stuttered. "Surprise. We didn't." "Sit," Dad quiet command. Daniel backed but stood. "Misunderstand." "Sit." Daniel collapsed. Relatives froze. Dad softened for Lily. "You okay?" Yes, Gramps, she ran. He lifted her, glare on Daniel. Mama. Lily eyed my cheek. Hurt again. Room colder. Dad set Lily, checked me gentle jaw tight at Mark. How long? Dad. How long, Sarah? Couldn't lie. 4 years. Words like doom. Dad faced Daniel dangerous. 4 years hurting my girl. Sir, not. 4 years scaring my grandkid. Never touched Lily. Think no hit means no harm? Kid sees abuse, it's damage. Crime to her. Daniel whimpered. Evelyn spoke. General, talk like adults. Dad's look silenced. Mrs. Larson, your son abused my daughter while you called her trash. You all helped every bruise, tear, fearful night. Didn't know. Knew, Lily soft. Just didn't mind, not you. Major Ellis put tablet down. Saw all videos, abuse, audio threats, injury photos, doctor notes, accidents. Daniel White. Private records. Can't. Sarah allowed share back 4 years. Her right for crimes. Crimes. Dad close. Assault, abuse, threats, harassing witnesses. Witnesses. Daughter, wife, Bruce Sears. Voice list. Teacher reported to Child Services last month. File open. Room spun. I didn't know Miss Thompson went that far. Now what? Dad went on. Daniel's kin panicked glances. What you want? Daniel weak. Dad smiled cold. Want show you helpless fear. Make you feel their terror. Daniel shrank. But I'll let law deal. I choose fair, not payback. Captain Gomez forward with papers. Mr. Larson, restraining order. No contact, wife, daughter. Leave house now. My house. Joint, but abuse gives Sarah soul stay. Daniel begged kin. Mom. Seen videos, Evelyn teary. We all. Grandpa ashamed. Mark rose. Sophia, we go. Can't tie to this. Family. No, Clara stood. Family shields, not this. As they left like ghosts, Dad soft to us. Pack bags. Come to my place tonight. But home. Was cage, Lily clear. Gramps' real home. Daniel at table wrecked. Sarah change. Get help. Don't ruin us. Ruin. Voice strong. From hits? Terror? 4 years fear. Not bad. Papa, Lily sad. 47 days proof says bad. Daniel saw loss. Not just wife home but kids love. I'm your papa, broken. No, Lily final. Papa's protect, make safe. You're just old housemate. 6 months on, Lily and I in cozy flat. Sunny windows, safe locks. Order stuck. Daniel convicted, 2 years jail, then classes, watched visits. Lily not ready. Divorce quick, his kin pushed, no fight, scared scandal. Got house sold fast. Half assets support cash. Got life back. Mama. Lily from couch, homework. Miss Thompson asks if you'll talk class on being tough. I from health books, chasing a dream. Daniel blocked. What say? Strong means speaking up. Protecting means brave, help ask. My smart girl advising courage. You. Okay. Lily set pencil, eyes deep but hopeful. Remember nightmare words? Brave feel fear but do right. Nodded, recalling holds after fights. You brave stayed, shield me though hurt. I brave protect you. We did. Tears. Should left sooner. Left when ready, safe. Right, my wise one. We escape 'cause 9-year-old bolder than adults, plan perfect. Miss him. Quiet. No miss fear, you're shrinking. Not him. Pause. Like you now growing big. True, I laughed free, slept deep, had thoughts, goals. Mama. Vulnerable. Think other kids record, plan? Heartache. Hope no. But if they can. Not snitching, helping. Pulled her close, save your child. You're bravest. From Gramps, you forgot bit. Sunset colorful. Tomorrow school, work, healing talks. Tonight safe, free home. Daniel paid price, lost all. Justice sometimes small girl with device plan. Truth wins. 3 years later, Lily's 12. Kept videos secret, back triple locked tight. Miss Thompson now head taught secure saving. Says I sense fair. Mama finished school year ago. Works urgent care, spots hidden hurts. Asks right, helps find brave. Shares tale of girl saving home with gadget, wait. Gramps says soldier potential. Teaches lead, plan, defend weak. Daniel, no papa, out jail soon. Letters beg forgive dad chance. No reply. Mama says maybe later wider view. Maybe. Remember all 9 saw mama fade. Chose save. Bullies learn hard. 3 years teach. His call. No more hurt us. Insured. School kids ask story news girl films dad's harm convicts. Most say cool catch villain. Some ask guilt send dad trouble. Say he troubled self bad pics. I insured ends. Miss Thompson calls mature. Mama calls me style. Gramps calls Hayes way. Hayes Gardone no bully back down. All true. Last week, class girl said stepdad hits mom. Gave old device taught record. Not telling tales, said. Proof power. She nodded serious like my 9 self. Help. Yes, instant. Be sneaky. That's us. Shield kin help needy. Bullies learn Hayes don't forget. Forgive hurters. Ensure face ends. 3 more years pass Lily now 15. Blooming into confident teen with sharp mind kind heart. Videos still safe reminders pass strength. I watch her lead school club against bullying. Teaching peers spot signs. Gather safe proof. Seek help without fear. Evidence empowers, she tells them. Echoing lessons from Ms. Thompson and Gramps. My work in care grew. I lead support group for survivors, sharing our twisted path to freedom. Adding twists like how Lily's first school project sparked change, or emotional nights we cried together post-escape, building bonds tighter. Daniel tried contact after release, showing up at Gramps' gate once, begging second chance with fake tears, but Lily faced him calm. Actions have lasting shadows. Prove change elsewhere. He left defeated, starting therapy far away. Rumors say he's volunteering at shelters, but we keep distance. A new twist where forgiveness dangles but trust rebuilds slow. Gramps, retired but active, took us on family trips. Camping where he taught survival skills. Adding scenes of laughter around fires, storytelling old battles, making Lily dream military or law pass. One twist. Lily found old letter from Daniel's mom Evelyn, apologizing deep, admitting blindness, now advocating awareness in her circle, unexpected ally. Our home buzzes joy with pets, friends, no shadows. Lily dates careful boy who respects, and I found gentle partner who heals old wounds with patience. Looking back, that holiday slap wasn't end but start of rebirth. Lily's plan extended through years, wove stronger family tapestry. Bullies face consequences, but heroes like her turn pain to power, inspiring chains of protection. Our story original and ours whispers. Brave hearts, even small, change worlds.